Working on it. Working on it. Working on it. Copy the link and y'all my everything. Okay. Here we go. I just got to do a couple shares, folks. Not there. And then we will get started. Y'all, sometimes when you haven't finished your coffee, it goes a little slower than you want it to. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can pull this up. What? Don't close that window, y'all. What a mess of a beginning. Just forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. It's been a time. It's been a time and it's been a week, okay? It's been a time and it's been a week. And hopefully I'm not going to talk. Okay, there we go. Now I can see YouTube comments. I can see Instagram comments. We're good to go. Okay, so welcome to Heart Chakra Wednesday. I was going to say Tuesday. Welcome to Heart Chakra Tuesday. Oh, jeez. Wind it back. Wind it back. Welcome to Heart Chakra Wednesday. Daily Boost with Love and Action Network. You can find all the people at Love and Action Network at lovedandlovable.org. It is run by CEO, executive director, talent extraordinaire, all the things that I said last night in the masterclass that I don't really remember, but I will go get the transcript. Dr. Flo, who runs this wonderful mental health ministry where all are welcome. We do not believe in any one religion. We do not believe in any one type of person. All are truly welcome here. Once again, that website is lovedandlovable.org. Click here and join the membership. You can join any parts that you want, all parts, few parts, whatever feels good for you. Yeah, you heard me singing, "You're my everything." Hey, Snacks. Nice to see you. Those of you on Instagram, I'm reading comments on YouTube. If you want to jump to YouTube, you totally can. This Instagram feed is just my backup feed because that's where y'all like to live. Hi, Sunflower. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Okay, so I'm going to try to thank you, Dr. Flo, for putting that in the comments. Lovedandlovable.org. I should probably introduce myself. Hi, I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial, multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same, facilitate you to do the same, encourage you to lift your voice. That's all we do at Love and Action Network, okay? We encourage, equip, empower, and that's why it aligns with what Tara Priolo Studio is all about, what Tara Priolo person is all about. And today we get to talk about love. That's my dog. P.S. If I go on mute really quick, y'all, I'm expecting an Amazon package, okay? We know how the dogs are with the Amazon package. So I'm going to try to move through this. I don't think we read Melody yesterday, so I am going to read day 3 and day 4, but we're not going to start there. We will talk about the chakra, but we're going to start, as you see, if you're on YouTube, you see my title that I made last night. It says day 57 out of 366, Heart Chakra Wednesday, Resistance and Love. So I have a couple things to share with you, and we're going to start off heavy, and then we're going to lift it into more heavy. We're going to start with A and B. And I said in my stories on Instagram the other day that I really didn't have, and still don't, quite frankly, y'all. I don't have the bandwidth to comment on all of the things that are happening in the world, right? I have time to sit here with you live and, talk in my spaces and other spaces about ceasefire, but I don't necessarily have the bandwidth to comment on the next Benedict stuff, on the murder or whatever they're reporting now. I watched a really long video about it last night. Anyway, or Aaron Bushnell, I think is how you say his last name. I don't have the full capacity to comment on those. I do repost and I do share things, but I don't necessarily have the bandwidth to comment fully on them right now. So what I want to do is start there. We're going to start with Aaron, and we're going to read this one slide from Adrienne Maree Brown, who Dr. Flo didn't know I was going to do Adrienne Maree Brown today, but led us right into it on his TikTok and Bigo and Facebook and yada, yada, yada. You can find all those streams at lovedandlovable.org/live with Flo, I think is the back handle. But make sure you're following us on all platforms. All right. That is not how you share a screen, Tara. Good Lord. Good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay. So this is a poem. Can I be real with y'all? There is one thing. This is a very noble thing, and I think it's very sad to witness, right? Specifically because there were like guns on this man as he died. And but one thing that I will say is that USians have a real habit of, even in the most dire moments of protest for other countries, have a habit of centering the US perspective. And so I'm just going to say that here, and rest in power, Aaron. But we are also not talking about the literal people that are living in the Congo and are living in, hi, Terry, how are you? You are loved and lovable. That are living in Palestine that have set themselves on fire, right? This is not the only story of this. It's not the only story of self-immolation. This is just the story of a military person who did it in the US. That doesn't take away from the act. I just want us to be very clear about the act. So now I'm going to read AMB's little, not little, a lovely little blurb. And you can see the second slide is not by her, but we'll get to that in a second. So, hush. A man set himself on fire because he felt what I feel, desperate. Desperate to save something precious. We have heard the screams, seen the torture, the rubbled masses, the babies shivering, then sniped and now faces starved to the bone. And the man who could say stop, the one with power we gave him, hello, Christy, is tonguing cold cream, saying soon, soon, any Monday now. Hush, think first. Don't tell me the burning man is mad. Tell me no one else must blaze to be heard. Tell me no one else must blaze to be heard. And this really stuck out to me this morning when I read it. And that line, it's still kind of getting me because I've wondered for a long time. And I think, my conclusion is usually it's capitalism and supremacy. But why do we only help those that blaze? Why do we only help those that are in crisis? Why do we only help those at the bottom of their barrel? Why can we not reach in when we are complacent or when we are even happy and prevent these things, right? Why can we not be proactive instead of reactive? Why must we blaze to be heard? Why must we march in the streets endlessly to be heard? Why must we use the tools of the oppressor to be heard? Why must we only help those who are blazing? Why? And I understand why this man felt that that was his only option. I get it. But why does that have to be our truth? And why do we accept it as our truth? Why do we accept it as our truth? There is always another choice. And Flo and I joke about it all the time, that sometimes we see people only come to our doorsteps when they have 3 flats. When they have 3 flats on their car, when they're thinking about setting that sleeve ablaze. Why not let your community, your people, the people you come across, the resources help you sooner? Why do we wait? Don't tell me the Burning Man is mad. Tell me no one else must blaze to be heard. Tell me no one else must blaze to be heard. Hang on, y'all. I could get that together. I told you we were starting heavy. Let's lift a little bit. All right. Share the screen instead. This is Black Liturgies. Y'all know how I feel about Black Liturgies. Y'all know how I feel about Black Liturgies. And this is something that Dr. Flo and I talked about in the Deconstruction Junction Masterclass last week. This first slide, the first sentence, right? But this is going to lead us into Heart Chakra Day. Our resistance is not predicated on how likely it will be to alter the conscience of the oppressor. We resist to retain our own conscience and to awaken all others who are still in possession of their souls. This is what Love in Action is trying to do. This is what Tara Priolo tries to do. Our resistance is not predicated on how likely it will be to alter the conscience of the oppressor. We resist to retain our own conscience and to awaken all others who are still in possession of their own souls. We're not likely to change the minds of those so deluded into white supremacist delusion. We are not likely, no matter how loud our voices, no matter how many protests, no matter how many self-immolations, no matter how many state-sanctioned murders, no matter how many Palestinian children, no matter, we are not likely to change the mind of the oppressor. But it's not for them. It's not to help them be a better person. It's not to give them flowers. It's for us, individual and collective. We resist to retain our own conscience, our own conscience. It is a selfish act to resist. And that selfish act becomes selfless as we awaken all others who are still in possession of their souls. That's by the author of this account and 2 books. The next slide says, I want to be remembered as one who tried. That's by Dorothy Height. I want to be remembered as one who tried. In the context of tragedy, all polite behavior is self-denial. It's by June Jordan. Oh, there's the bleep. Are you still there? Yes, I am. All polite behavior is self-denial. Here's another one. The delusion. Wait, hang on. Hang on, y'all. It went back a post. I clicked the wrong arrow. Hang on. Back it up. Y'all go read that other one. Back it up. Surely the earth can be saved by all the people who insist on love. I shared this to my stories, this slide. Surely the earth can be saved by all the people who insist on love. Alice Walker. Surely the earth can be saved by all the people who insist on joy. Surely the earth can be saved by all the people who insist on standing in love and joy and power and freedom. Surely the earth can be saved. Here we go. We're going to breathe together. Inhale. I'm trying. Exhale. There is meaning in that. Inhale. I'm trying. Exhale. There is meaning in that. I'm going to pause here because I've seen this post going around, and I have not shared it, but I have seen it in a few of my friends' stories. And essentially it says, we cannot do everything. We cannot cover everything as individual people. But what we can do is fray the thread that is closest to us, right? We can fray the thread that is closest to us. Dr. Flo sings, snacks, plays games. I do the things that I do, right? Sunflower brings beauty to the world in many, many ways. Starlight casts spells. Poppy Wata brings us really wonderful perspectives, right? You don't have to change it all by yourself. Just the thread that's closest to you. And last breathing exercise, I think. Yes. Inhale. Oh man. Okay. Hang on. Inhale. In defense of dignity, exhale. I won't relent. Inhale. In defense of dignity, exhale. I won't relent. I won't relent. Okay, y'all. I got to move on because otherwise I'm going to sit here and cry. I got to move on. I hope that some of that resonated. I hope that, again, rest in power, Aaron Bushnell. These two accounts said it better than I could. I see all the comments. Let's talk about heart chakra because it is love. It is love that makes us grieve. It is love that makes us suffer for one another. is love. So today is the heart chakra. Who knew that we needed a Kleenex box? Kleenex box, please sponsor us. Kleenex, where's the sponsor? So today is heart chakra. We really are going to get a Kleenex really quick before I dive into it. Scrolled too far. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. We know where the box is. Let's get it together. Get it together, friends. Get it together. And I see your comments over there on YouTube. Thank you very much. Okay. We're not going to cry anymore. Okay? We're not going to cry. We're going to keep it together. We're going to do the rest of this stream. Okay. All right. Okay. Wednesday, heart chakra day. We've been talking about love all morning, even if y'all think we've just been talking about a dead person who died by self-immolation because no one could hear him. We've been talking about love. You know where your heart is. It's wellness and love, and to love and be loved. The color of the day is green. Take a swig of your coffee. You all know. Oh, you can't see it on the YouTubes. Now you can. Green mug. Okay. Mine is very cold at this point. It needs to be warmed up. Green is the color of wisdom, money, luck, abundance, fertility, healing, manifestation, nature, and trust. Now, that doesn't mean that if you have green, your life magically changes. That's not what it means. Hello. Doing the daily boost. How are you? You are loved and lovable. These are representations, right? The color green can mean all of these things, but it's only going to mean all of those things. It's only going to mean all of those things if you use your power to imbue that color, right? Money is green. And you're not going to get more of it by just staring at a green mug, right? You're not going to get nature by staring at green grass. You got to go experience it. You got to share with the world. What you give out comes back to you. Circular. So yes, it means wisdom, money, luck, abundance, fertility, healing, manifestation, nature, and trust. How are you putting that out into the world? As Dr. Flo asked before I started up the streams, right? As Dr. Flo asked, where are you pointing your love today? Where are you pointing your color green today? Right? And welcome, whoever just entered the YouTube. I hope you're well. The foods of today and of the heart chakra: kiwi, lime, green apple, and leafy greens. Y'all have some leafy greens, especially those of you that don't eat meat. Y'all need some protein. Go find some leafy greens. Okay. We'll get the affirmation. I know y'all wait for this. I know y'all wait for it. Okay. Y'all wait for it. You know where your heart is. It's in your chest. Okay. The crystals of today, if you're into that: rose quartz, green aventurine, rhodonite, emerald, and green calcite. My personal favorite of those is emerald, but I just like the color green. It's my favorite color. That's why I stole this day. Okay. If you are imbalanced in your heart chakra, you know what you wouldn't do? Cry for Aaron Bushnell. Cry for Aaron Bushnell. You know what you wouldn't do? Cry for the Palestinian children that have been murdered. Cry for all of the murders in this country at the hands of guns. You wouldn't do that because you're not actually connected to your love. You're unable to love. You're unable to seek passions. You're unable to receive love because you're unable to love. Again, everything works in a circle. Mother Nature teaches us that, right? The cycle of nature. Think about it. What we give out, we get back. So if you're not giving love, how are you going to get it back? Flo used to say this a lot. What good is your love if it ain't poured out? What good is your love if it ain't poured out? If you are aligned in your heart chakra, you may be like me today and crying because the world hurts. The earth hurts. And we are all collectively screaming and grieving. And we're loving. And we're loved and lovable. And we're peaceful. And this is accepting, but I want to encourage you to be disruptive in your acceptance. Be disruptive in your acceptance. Okay, the affirmation of the day. Now, I'm going to tell you something before I tell you the affirmation. Here's the deal, folks. Those of you watching on the YouTubes, those of you watching on the Instagrams, those of you watching it later. I want you to go to Love in Action Net on your favorite platform. Do this on X. You can do this on Facebook. You can also go to Team Better on Facebook. You do it on Instagram. Okay. And there's a post that says, I love. And the caption says, I love blank. Tell us what you love in the comments. I'm going to go grab one because I did see one come in on Facebook this morning in Team Better. Those of you that are here now, go ahead and tell me what you love. Go ahead and tell me what you love and I'll read it off. Let me see if I can find this comment. Facebook really doesn't want me to be great. That's okay. Here we go. From our loved and lovable community member, TT Nadia. TT Nadia says, I'm going to choose to love myself today. And Jobina, I hope I said that right, says, I love that I have survived all my bad days. What do you love? I love blank. Fill it in. I love my heart. I love how deeply I love. I love how deeply I grieve. I love how deeply I feel. Hashtag Team Better. I love connection. Dr. Flo says, I love healing. I love myself. I love this community. These are all from Dr. Flo, y'all. I love my abundance. I love strawberries, y'all. I love strawberries. It's random, but I had some strawberries last night. I love strawberries. Anaya or Starlight Mystic says, I love me and all parts of me. Dr. Flo says, I love being chill. I really want, y'all, I want like pizza. Is it, those of you that don't know, I'm very heavily pregnant. I'm almost 31 weeks pregnant, which means that like my cravings are coming back. And so here's what I want, y'all. I want Popeyes wings with honey barbecue sauce, literally on top of a Domino's pizza with pepperoni and sausage. I love my eye makeup today. That was by Starlight. I love, I see, I see Starlight commenting. And so I was like, yeah, I love my makeup today. Starlight says, I love to look nice and the way it makes me feel. Dr. Flo says, I love pizza. Yeah. I don't really love pizza, but like when I crave pizza, I crave pizza. Yeah. Oh, Starlight says, I love breakfast pizza. Did you eat like the little breakfast pizzas when when I was a child from like Red Baron pizza that had the scrambled eggs and and the bacon and stuff? Yeah, I want it on the pizza, Flo. Like, I just want like one bite of like crispy chicken on top of the pizza with it, like all of it right now. All of it right now. Okay. Anyway, we got to move on. Y'all let me know what you love in the comments. Y'all let me go to Love in Action Net. It's the handle on Instagram, Love in Action Network on Facebook. You can go to the Love in Action Twitter account or X account, and you can comment there. Let us know what you love, and you can also do it in Team Better. I'm like about to slobber. This has been all over the place. Can you tell that she's pregnant? Okay. Prager's, yeah, definitely. Prager's Priolo. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. Okay, let's do Melody, shall we? Let's move on to Melody. Y'all let us know if you have any questions in the comments. When he sees me, that was what was up in my PDFs because somebody's asking for some help on it for an audition. We love that. Okay, we are on. Is this week 9, y'all? Are we on week 9? Is that true? Oh my god. Week 7. We already did that. Week 8. I'll explain it in a second, y'all. I just got to scroll. Wow, we are at week 9. Okay, so we're going to do a couple readings from Melody Beattie's 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact. We read this almost every day in Love in Action Network, and this is sort of one of the anchor texts. So you hear us referencing Adrienne Maree Brown a lot. You hear me referencing Black liturgies a lot. You hear some other authors' names thrown around, James Baldwin, some other teachers like Jim Rohn. There's a lot of names thrown around, but Melody Beattie is definitely an anchor text. And so 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact is connected with both Emotions Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous. And it also gives us themes every week. So this week's theme is the basics. The last couple of weeks, we've done power in action and gratitude and prayer. So we get a new one, and then there are readings each day. So if you come to the daily boosts, you will get the Melody Beattie reading. Like I said, I don't think yesterday's was read, so I'm going to go ahead and read it now. And here I should preface, y'all. I should also say this Saturday. So normally y'all know I do Crown Chakra Saturday. This Saturday, I may have something come up, so you may just get a sort of pre-recorded video instead of the live. Okay. But I encourage you all to still engage on that video when I share it. I don't know what time I have to leave in the morning, but also my mom is coming and we're going to see Clue. So I have some stuff going on Saturday. Hello, Martha. Hello, Meow Mix Martha. I am so proud of you. I've got you here. So before I get in 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact, I'm so proud of you. Martha did this marathon stream the other day where they sang for like, how long were you on? How long were you on? Because it was a long time. And Martha is gearing up for their second single. Is that correct? Second single? I'm so freaking proud of you. Like, come on. Come on. Yeah, live stream. Check Martha out. Meow, it's Martha on Instagram. It's good stuff. Okay. 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact. Where did the screen go? Right here. All right. Not day 1. Day 2 was Monday. We did read Monday. Day 3, we're going to... Martha says 8 hours. My goodness. Marathon streams. Dr. Flo has done like an 11-hour singing stream once. All right. Day 3. Remember, our theme is the basics, right? It's an interesting phenomenon. When I get so tired, I can't think or work. I refuse to go to sleep, try to work harder, and then wonder why I can't get anything done. The challenge of this week is the basics may seem like such simple solutions that we overlook how important they really are. What I want to point to in this one is actually Dr. Flo's um, daily boost, because Dr. Flo and Dr. Flo's Academy, Love and Action Academy, whatever we're calling it these days, he talks a lot about the 6 types of self care. And this is one of those things, right? This whole idea of like rest, right? I get so tired, I can't think or work, but then I refuse to go to sleep and I try to work harder and then wonder why nothing else happens. Like, this is self care. This is physical self care. This is mental self care. This is spiritual self care. And so I encourage you to go watch some of Dr. Flo's past um, ones. um, Dr. Flo says hi. Dr. Flo's over on YouTube. I don't know if Flo said hi. He just said meow mix Martha. Anyway, so I just encourage you to go catch up on those streams and physical self-care. And if you're interested, Dr. Flo works on a sliding scale and you can join the academy. Martha says hello, Dr. Flo. Okay. Day 4. Here's day 4. This one, the blurb. Y'all, I didn't even tell you to get your notebooks. Y'all have your notebooks? You got your notes apps open? If you're safe to do that? Because y'all know how Melody does us, okay? Y'all know how Melody does us. And Dr. Flo references this particular portion all the time. All right. Day 4, Alcoholics Anonymous uses the acronym HALT. It stands for not getting too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Do you need to remember to halt? As for all y'all sitting in this room, who have not had a drink of water today, all y'all, have you had a drink of water today? Have you had some food? You know, self-care, okay? All right, I'm going to read the inventory focus. This is a little bit longer. The inventory focus of the week. In Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is a supremacist, but we won't talk about that right now, of needs, people have basic needs. We won't be able to focus on higher needs, such as spirituality and creativity, until the primary needs are met. How are you doing with taking care of your basic needs? Sleep, nutrition, emotions, and socialization. Are you taking the time for personal hygiene and keeping your home clean? Are you taking responsibility for your basic finances? Do you need medical care? All y'all out there, including myself, that haven't made an appointment for things yet. Okay. Pay attention to how you feel when you tend to your basic needs. Pay attention to how you feel when you don't. Which feeling do you like better? Most of us have times when we are deprived of a good night's sleep or a meal due to special circumstances. But if depriving ourselves of basic needs has become the way of life, maybe it's time to get back to basics and stop torturing ourselves. This has been like a theme, y'all. Stop torturing ourselves. Stop torturing ourselves, right? I'm going to read the inventory focus one more time. We all have basic needs. We won't be able to focus on the higher needs, such as spirituality and creativity, until the primary needs are met. How are you doing with taking care of your basic needs? And answer this honestly, folks. Sleep, nutrition, emotions, and socialization. And I'm going to pause here. Emotions, lovedandlovable.org/emotions. You can see the emotion wheels. You can use the emotional guidance scale to help you figure out exactly what you're feeling and how to move forward into perhaps a more comfortable emotion if you are in the uncomfortable ones. Okay. Nutrition. Are y'all just eating bags of sugar? Or are you eating leafy greens like we talked about in the chakra? Right? Are you taking the time for personal hygiene and keeping your home clean? Somewhat. Are you taking responsibility for your basic finances? Yes, because there is a whole human on the way. Are you do you need medical care? Pay attention to how you feel when you tend to your basic needs. Pay attention to how you feel when you don't. Which feeling do you like better? Most of us have times when we are deprived of good night's sleep or a meal due to special circumstances. But if depriving ourselves of basic needs has become a way of life, maybe it's time to get back to basics and stop torturing ourselves. And stop torturing ourselves. Bags of cougar, that's different. That's very different. Bags of cougar. Uh, bags of sugar. Yes, bags. Bags. I keep having to have this conversation. This is so random. I keep having to have this conversation with a student who's singing Mother Knows Best. Y'all know the song. And there's the word plague and vague. And I keep having to coach them on like making them match because they keep going plague and vague. Like vague is very Minnesotan, and then plague is like not Minnesota at all. And I'm like, you gotta match them. I'm of cougar. Cougar. You're the one that put it in the chat, not me. Cougar. Okay. You put it in the chat, Dr. Flo. My gosh. Okay, y'all. Let's finish off with the next set of events and where Love in Action is kind of going today. Let's go. Let me share my screen, y'all. Let me just do it right. Lovedandlovable.org. You can find me at tarapriolo.com/links. How does one share their video? Here. Okay. On lovedandlovable.org. Yes. It has taken a lot to pull like personality out of this kiddo. Very funny. Loved and lovable. It was a typo. Okay. Yeah. Well, you can't fix your typo on YouTube, can you? Okay, so at lovedandlovable.org, it's super simple. There's some buttons at the top. You can click on donate to our cause. We are a donation-based organization. All the ducats help, okay? We're donation-based right now. All the ducats help move the Love Experience, Love in Action Network, Love Academy out into the world, beyond the driveway, okay? The Love Experience, that is Dr. Flo's concert experience. There are also concerts of hope under there that we're hoping to turn into some tiny desk concerts. Stay tuned. Academy, I've already mentioned that. Our community, and then Book with Flo. Okay. Oh yes, go vote, boo boo. I am so glad you were here, Martha. Thank you for coming, and have fun voting. Get those people in Texas. Get them with your vote. Get them. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all got some things you need to figure out down there. All right. Okay, so if you scroll down on the main homepage, you will see our events, and don't they look beautiful? Dr. Flo rearranged this last week, and I just think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous. Okay. So you can see we are in the Daily Boost right now, but this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Love in Action Concerts of Hope. I just mentioned those. It's like, whoa, it's like I'm talking about the things that are happening. Oh my God. Okay. Then we also have Waiting to Exhale tonight at 6:30 Eastern, and that is a space to vent. It is hosted over on X Spaces with the beautiful Starlight Mystic and Poppy Wata 33. Tomorrow is a lighter day at Love in Action Network. Dr. Flo has some openings in his teaching studio that evening. So if you are interested in life coaching, spiritual coaching, business coaching, or vocal coaching, feel free, and you have time on Thursdays, feel free to jump on there. But anyway, Daily Boost continues the next 2 days with Lotta Snacks at 5 p.m. Eastern. And those will be over on Lotta Snacks 5 YouTube account. Okay. Like I already mentioned, y'all, that just stay tuned about Saturdays. The best way Here's the best way. Are you all listening? The best way, we have a typo. Do you see this typo, Flo? You see this typo? There's a typo. How long has that typo been there? On Saturdays. Anyway, on Saturday, you can see that I've changed the time for this Saturday at 10 a.m. Again, I don't know if that's going to work, but what you can do is RSVP. If I change it again, you will get an email and you will know exactly where it is and exactly when it's going to get posted. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you not see it? Love in Action Daily Boost Live. Saturdays. Saturdays. I'll have to go again and fix it. We're going to scroll up from the typo. Here's the other thing I want to point out to y'all. If you're not connected to us yet in all of the ways, you can click on our membership. You saw I just clicked here, okay? You can go here, our membership links, Halo. That's where all the events are based as well. We have a bunch of super chats. You can join whatever feels good to you, okay? The newsletter, this is where all the replays of Love of Daily Boost live, okay? There's a wait list. There's a store. Booking with Flo. That's really the top half of this page is your best friend, okay? Pull to refresh. We have fixed the issue. Thank you very much. There we go. Now it appears correct. Y'all see it? We fixed the typo. We work in public here. If you are interested in working in public with us, feel free to join us in the membership. We do a lot of co-working. Dr. Flo and I offer master classes each week on Tuesdays. A lot of Snacks and I talk about football on Tuesdays as well. So there's just a little bit of something for everyone because we want to spread love in a number of different ways. It's not always so heavy and serious and grieving and crying like it was at the beginning of this live, right? But we will be on platform and off platform. It didn't work, but you'll fix it. What? Anyway, it did work. It did work. It's changed. Oh, no, it didn't. It sure didn't. Oh, no, now it did. Now it did. It's updated. It's updated. I see it. Okay. Anyway, so if you want to join in the fun, jump in where you fit in. Live chat us. We can help you. We're happy to take you through the website and get you to the places that you need to go. Just connect with us. Don't be afraid to just say, hi, I need help. That's simple. You want me to share the screen again? I'm going to share the screen just to prove y'all that we do fix things here. We do fix things. Here it is. Live and in color. It's corrected. I'm going to get off of here. We still have 10 minutes on the clock, which is great, even through all of my crying today. All right. Join us in Team Better. Join us by engaging on the feeds. Yada, yada, yada. I will close with my standard closing that I forget about all the time, even though I do it on Spill the Beans once a week, every week. If you don't know what Spill the Beans is, why don't you? Like, what's wrong with you? You could probably go peruse my page or something. Anyway, continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Wear a mask. Oh, that's not right. Do good work. Make good trouble. Remember earlier we were talking about resistance and that we will not relent. Make good trouble, friends. Make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.